Hello children, welcome to the 9th English class. In our previous class, I started the topic 3 questions. We are almost end of the lesson and move on to the topic children. We have seen that in the 3 questions, which are the 3 questions which was in the mind of a king. There was a 3 questions which are they that which work should be done first and what whom the king should be listen, or out of this who will suggest the king. These are the 3 questions which was in the mind of a king. So what he will do, he will send the messenger to the entire kingdom to gather the opinion for the 3 questions. Isn't it children? As per that, many people will come and suggest that regarding the 3 questions, and in that option or the opinion which he get, that he was not satisfied. So what he will do, he himself dress as an ordinary man and he will move on and he decide that I should go to the wise hermit so that he can give the solution for the 3 questions. As per his plan, he will visit a hermit, and what the hermit was doing, he was digging a land that moment. So what he will do, when the king goes, he just wish the king and he will continue, or he just move on with the work. Listen that there. So what he will do, he just wish the king and he will move on with the work. So what the king will think, that he may be a full concentrating on the work that which he was digging. So what he will do, he wish the, or he will suggest the hermit that let me do your digging work, and he will take the digging work from the hermit and he will continue the digging work. And when he was digging, he repeat the 3 questions to the hermit, thinking that now the hermit is taking rest so that he will answer my question. But when he repeat the 3 questions, then again also the hermit doesn't answer the king. So that moment what will happen? He will think that now entire day has been passed. So till now you have not answered my question. If you are willing to answer my question, please answer, or else I will leave your place. Like this, when king says, suddenly one incident will occur. What was that? One strange bearded man coming running to the king. As he near to the king, he fell unconscious, or he get unconscious on the king. So when king see that, he was pressing his stomach, and when he see that nearby his stomach he got wounded, and that wound he was getting a bleeding. Isn't it children? And what he will do, he dress up that wound till that bleeding gets stopped. So when that person get conscious, he will thank the king. Why he will thank? He says that I am your enemy. Why I am enemy? Because king has imprisoned his brother. Along with imprisonment, king also seized the properties of that strange person. So to revenge on the king, he went to the palace. There he did not find the king, so that when he was returning to hermit hut to kill the king, his bodyguard made him out, and when he fought with the bodyguard, that strange person got injured and his life was in a danger. Whose life? That strange person's life was in a danger. But what the king has done, the king was unknowingly or knowingly, he has saved the life of that strange person. So that what he will say, I was very thankful for saving my life. Till the end of my life, I like to be a faithful servant. He asked the king that till my end of the life, I want to be a faithful servant. So let me serve you as your faithful servant. So the king was very glad that the enemy, one who came to kill him, he become a faithful servant of the king. So he accept his request and appoint him as a servant, and along with that, whatever property he has seized, that he will return to that stranger, and he will appoint him as a servant. So and he also think that till now why he has not till now the hermit has not replied my 3 questions. I will ask him last time. If he answer my question, okay, otherwise I will return to my palace. Like that he will decide and he will move with the hermit. See, I'll read that 8 point again children. The king was very happy to have made a peace with his enemy so easily, and to have won him over as a friend. He not only forgave him but also promised to give back the man his property. Leaving the wounded man, the king went out of the hut and looked around for the hermit. The king went up to the hermit and said, "For the last time, I beg you to answer my question, wise man." "You have already been answered," said hermit. How I have been answered? What do you mean?" So what the king decided? The last time I am asking you that whether you can answer my question or not. Then the word hermit say, "You have already been answered," said the hermit. Underline that one. Hermit say, "You need not to expect my answer. You himself has answered your question." The king was surprised that when and how I was answered my question. "Do you not see?" replied the hermit. "If you had not pitied my weakness yesterday and had not dug this bed for me, you have gone away." So what he say, when the king asked him that, when the hermit says that you himself has been answered, then the king will ask, "How did I answer my question?" Then he says, what is the first question? Which work the king should do the first, isn't it, children? In the sense that which is most important to the king to do. So for that question, see here the answer. "Do you not see?" replied the hermit. "If you had not pitied my weakness yesterday and had not dug this bed for me." So what was the situation there? When the hermit was digging the ground for the bed's sake, the king felt pity on the hermit. Isn't it, children? He felt so pity on the hermit, so he did not think that this is my work, when I have to do, whether it is important to me, whether I should take up this work. No, he didn't think anything. What he felt, this moment, he felt to do that work because he felt that hermit may be tired. So I should share his work, I should do his work. That is the work we have to do. Isn't it, children? Is it clear to you? See, we need not to think that this is not the right time to do. The moment which we start up the work, that is the right moment to do the work. So that is the situation where he felt pity on the hermit. So without thinking or without taking anybody's opinion or a suggestion, he himself took up the work from the hermit and continued. That is where the first answer of the king, he himself has been answered. Is it clear, children? Then that man would have attacked you. So the most important time was when you were digging the bed, and I was not most important man, and to do me the good was your most important business. See, then what was the next question? What was the next question of a king? That which is most important, the work the king has to be done. First is which work the king has to do the first, isn't it? Then out of these work, which is most important work for the king? This is the second question. So which is the second question which he himself answered? First, he was digging the bed for the hermit, but when he found that that person was injured, he left the hermit work there itself and he went on treating the hermit. There he felt that that work is most important than the digging work. Isn't it, children? Is it clear? So time itself suggests us that which work is most important and which work should be taken first and which work we should continue the next. Is it clear, children? So here hermit explained the king that first you felt that my work is important, I am your priority, so that you continued my work because I was tired. You felt that you have to help me, but as soon as you see that the person was injured and he was about to die, you felt that leaving my work and continue treating that person. Then you felt that work is important. That is your way. The second question of the king was answered himself. Is it clear, children? So the most important time was when you were digging the bed and I was the most important man, and to do me good was your most important business. Later, when the man ran to us, the most important time was when you were caring for him, because if you had not dressed his wound, he would have died without having made peace with you. Isn't it, children? If we felt that I took up the digging digging work first. Let me finish that work. After that I will continue treating him. Then he would have died. Isn't it? So he felt that before digging, treating that person, injured person is my important work. So you move on with that work. So he continued with that work. So he was the most important man, and what you did for him was your most important business. Remember then, there is only one time that is important, and the time is now. It is the most important time because it is the only time we have any power to act. So what the hermit says that, remember the important work to start up, that is now itself. There is a one saying in Kannada, Nale madudannu indu madudannu igale madu. The saying was there, isn't it? So the hermit says that instead of thinking now, later, tomorrow and all, whatever you want to do, that you have to start now itself. So he says that now is very important in a time. So whatever work you start up, that you have to start now itself. It is the most important time because it is the only time we have any power to act. The most necessary person is the person you are with at the particular moment. The most important business is to do that the person good, because we are sent his word for the we are sent into his word for that purpose alone. So what the hermit says that you need not to listen anybody opinion or a suggestion, because the third question of the king was to whom I should appoint as a council member, so that they can suggest me that which work I have to take up first or which work I have to start. So what the king says, you need not to listen anybody. You yourself as a good person or good judge, so that you yourself can suggest or judge yourself, so that you can tell yourself that which is good, which is bad, which I have to do. So he says that, hermit says that whatever work you want to do, that you have to start the moment when you think. Is it clear, children? Suppose you think that, example I want to tell you. You will get ambitious that I want to be a topper of the school. So thinking that you says that if you think that tomorrow I will start on reading so that I will be a topper of the school. Is it good, children? Yes, what the thought has came to your mind that I want to be a topper of the school and tomorrow I will start the reading, or day after tomorrow or 1 month later I will start. That is not a movement. Good, isn't it? If you want to be a topper of the school, now itself, this moment itself, you have to start working or start the work which lead you to the success. There you need not to take anybody's opinion or anybody's suggestion that which is a good time to read or which subject should I take up to read. No. There you yourself is a judge that which subject can lead you, or the way in which you read or which subject you took up to read. That is your own choice, or you will be a judge of your work. So here hermit says that which work you feel that is important, that work you have to start immediately. Then now itself you have to start, and to start up that work you need not to ask anybody permission or anybody opinion. The moment when you feel that is important, that is my priority, that moment you itself you have to start the work. That is the meaning of the last paragraph, because we have sent by the God for the purpose of to do the good for the other. We have sent here by the God for the purpose of doing good to other, and we came alone and we are going alone. Isn't it, children? We doesn't carry anybody with us when we born, and we die also we cannot carry or we can't carry anybody along with us. Is it clear, children? I hope this lesson is clear to you. How in the sense the 3 questions of the king was himself unknowingly answered by the king itself. So what you have to do? You have to read entire lesson from the beginning to end. For half an hour you have to sit and you have to read. Is it clear, children? So the notes of this lesson I will send today, and what the thing is, now I want to start a topic called prefix and suffix. clear to you what prefix and what suffix is. So why I am telling this, because this prefix and suffix as kept in your vocabulary or in your exercise part of the textbook, where repeatedly they have given this exercise work. Even you may study this in your 8th standard language, second language. So the thing is that you may observe this prefix as being read in your textbook, when not only in your textbook, any of the English book you take, then you may get the prefix word. So it is very important that you must be able to recognize the original form of the or original noun form of the prefix word, and you cannot change all the word as a prefix. Is it clear, children? So all the word you cannot change it and change it into prefix. There are the certain rules and conditions that you can change the word as a prefix, then only it will get into a meaningful prefix. So what is a prefix? See, I'll read out the definition. Definition need not to write down. It will come as a one or two example in your exam time. So I will read out the meaning, make it out. A prefix is a group of a letter that's added to the beginning of the word. What is that? Prefix is a group of a letter that is added to the beginning of a word. So what is the prefix? Prefix. Pre in the self, which is a beginning or which comes in the first. It is a group of a letter that is added in the beginning of a letter. So come to your page number 12. There one exercise is given. Clear, children? So there the word has been given, happy. Happy. This is a noun form. Is it clear, children? This is a noun form, and which type of the noun this is, that I tell you in the next class. But this is a noun form, right, children? Now you may be able to answer which prefix you can add for this happy, unhappy. Clear, children? See, prefix, the noun word happy, if we add this prefix un in the beginning of the happy, then the word will get as a unhappy. Have you noticed here what the changes has been done? See, this is a positive word. When you add a prefix, this will turn into negative meaning, right? The positive meaning will get into negative meaning. So you have to observe that prefix always carry a negative meaning. Along with that, also remember that when you adding a prefix to the word, the original spelling of the noun word or the original word of this should not be changed. Is it clear, children? So prefix, whenever you are adding to the original form of the letter, the meaning should not be changed. Then it also carry repetition. Few of the prefix word carry the repetition. Repetition in the sense, example you take, build. Build is there. For a build, if you add a re, what will happen? It is a repetition. The verb which you have done already, that prefix if you add in the beginning, it will indicate that once again you have to continue the same verb. Rebuild, reconstruct, redo. These all the repetition of the verb. So few of the prefix are this, un, then in, then which are the other words? These are the few common prefix which we can do it. So here in your textbook they are given not happy. Example, they are given not happy. There it should be unhappy. Not possible, that is a impossible. Then not well, it should be unwell. Then not wise, instead of that it should be unwell. Then mortal, that is a immortal. So when you add this to the all this prefix in front of the word, the meaning of the original will be changed. Example, mortal. What do you mean by mortal? Mortal is dead. Person is dead. So if you add immortal, what does it mean? The person, one who have no death. Immortal. What you say? Shashwata. The word is, it means immortal. So here you see the meaning of the word is not negative. It will become a positive. So I will say, children, prefix is a word that you will add in the beginning of the word, where the meaning of the word will be changed. Children, remaining suffix I will take up in the next class. Till then you have to see your exercise work and you have to practice, because grammar which also count for your exam marks. So till then read every day, children. See you in the next class.